The Madlanga Commission is hearing explosive testimony, or rather heard explosive testimony from a witness identified only as Witness D, who detailed a chilling operation at Sallies Village. According to the witness, a suspect was tortured by suffocation using a plastic bag and later found dead, though the cause of the death remains unclear. Witness D claims he was instructed by suspended EMPD Chief Julius Mkhwanazi to dispose of the body in a mine dump, a command he says he obeyed out of fear for his own life.
Jaco, Kershaw, Etienne was with me at that stage. So the Metro members, they all had a meeting with the soup away from myself and Etienne. Shortly afterwards, they returned to where we were. JD Mkhwanazi said that we needed to throw the suspect's body into a mine shaft or dump it into a dam. As he said this, he looked at me. Viandre then in turn informed me that I must take the body and dump it. They will show me where and that I should relax. Since my vehicle is marked, Viandre said it won't attract any attention. I was directed by Viandre at this stage where to park my bakkie next to the front door. That is as you're coming from the main gate. I was escorted to my vehicle by 2 EMPD members and told where to park it. Ekurhuleni essentially broke the gate to allow my vehicle entry into the property. I parked my vehicle at the designated spot and walked towards the main gate where I remained until they were finished.
Before you continue, Witness D, apologies, before you continue, you say that when Chief Superintendent Mkhwanazi said that the body should be thrown into a mine shaft or dumped into a dam,
yes.
You make the point of stating that when he said that, he looked at you. What did you interpret that to mean?
Commissioners, it was quite clear at this stage that it was expected from me to dispose of the deceased body. And as I said, it's especially after the meeting took place between themselves, it was quite clear that they decided between themselves that I'm the one that's supposed to dispose of the body.
And did you so agree?
I really didn't have a chance to agree. I felt like I was being forced. At this stage, I felt that I was being outnumbered, as the decision was made already, and we're dealing with a very serious and dangerous situation at this stage already.
Yes.
So I interpret it as if I don't comply, then I would probably be next.
Let's stay with that story now. Zolani Zonyane, a local government expert, joins us now in studio for more on the apparent endemic corruption that seems to be at play at the Ekurhuleni Metro Police Department. And Zolani joins us now in studio. And Zolani, thank you so much for your time here in SABC News. I mean, really chilling testimonies which have come out from the Madlanga Commission, particularly when you look at, of course, Ekurhuleni Tepa, as well as now Witness D taking place today at the Madlanga Commission. I mean, we talk about intimidation of employees and really, deep-seated corruption taking place at the Ekurhuleni Metro Police Department. What are your thoughts so far when you're just hearing of the testimony which we saw today, as well as, of course, Tepa rounding off her evidence at the Madlanga Commission?
Thanks, Mbali, and evening to the viewers. It's a chilling testimony, to be honest, and it also paints the situation, not only in our municipalities. If one looks at how did we come to this particular point, it's more broadly within the state itself. Having said that, I always say, and it's my belief, that there might be this rot and wrongdoing that is taking place, but we still have those good public servants within the service, as it has been demonstrated by the officials from the city of Ekurhuleni who have gone to the commission itself.
And when you look at, some of the testimonies which have come out, I mean, we've seen the evidence here being presented about Ekurhuleni since last week already, and it seems as if the pattern is the same, that there is deeply rooted corruption within that municipality. Why would you say it's been allowed to flourish?
It goes back to when we talk about governance failures, leadership failures, and collapsing the system for the means that we see today. It starts there. It's the caliber of those who are in leadership, who create an environment for good public servants not to be able to operate. What I often say in conversations I have with officials, councillors, looking also to the King Code of Good Governance, there's the issue of ethics, morality, and values, which should be one of the cornerstones. From there, integrity, transparency, and accountability. But what is coming through as well, linking to these testimonies, it's the officials who are able to stand up for what is right, who are able to stand up for what the laws and regulations are saying, to say if there is an instruction that I must do that which I know is not right, it's my right to say no. And what's coming through as well, and with many of the municipal managers, city managers, that again I often engage with, it's a case of if you issue an instruction that is unlawful, write it down. And again, from Lieutenant Colonel Tipa today, it came through to say, if you don't have a written instruction to deploy me, think again. It goes back to the public servants understanding what is it that, the mechanisms that are available in terms of grievances. Because again, it assisted her to lodge a grievance to say, I'm being victimized. It takes that type of a public service who understand why am I in service, what can I do to serve the people of South Africa better, but in this case, the citizens of Ekurhuleni.
And I mean, we've seen some of that testimony also come out. We've seen it from Revo Spies. We've also seen it from Xolani Zonyane, and they've tried to alert authorities in terms of what is really taking place within the Ekurhuleni Metro Police. But at the same time, you know, it seems as if there would be carefully coordinated structures that would allow them not to be able, you know, to come and report some of these issues in our municipalities. And we've seen him, particularly with Nziza, saying that he was ultimately removed from his position because he was trying to flag, you know, some of the corruption taking place in Ekurhuleni.
It's a value chain because everywhere that is happening, that chain is filled with the people who toe the line. As I've said, we still have those good public servants who are able to say, not in my name. We've got many of them in many municipalities, and I always argue to say the majority of them are the good ones. But because of the system and the environment, either they end up taking the back seat, keeping quiet, but the testimony we see, despite us knowing what is happening within the institutions, it's being laid bare that you've got those voices who are still able to stand up and say, if I am in service for the benefit of the communities out there, there are things that I won't be able to execute. There are instructions that I won't be able to accept.
And now that we've seen this has taken place in the Ekurhuleni Metro Police Department and, of course, all the municipality and, you know, some of the employees laying this bare at the Madlanga Commission, when you look at criminal elements taking place within a municipality and that, you know, seeing the capture of of corruption within a municipality. What do you make of some of these sentiments coming out, seeing, you know, some of the officials and criminals seemingly to be in cahoots with each other?
The capture is real. We've seen the State Capture Commission. We learn often about the mafias within our municipalities in various areas. That's a reality that we can't write off. It then begins to be our responsibility as ordinary citizens. I've spoken about the issue of morals, ethics, as we elect the leaders that we do elect. It starts there. Who do we elect to be able to appoint these officials? We've got a responsibility as well in ensuring that we guardrail against this wrongdoing that is taking place. It's prevalent, I'll say, in many municipalities. I've recently read about Gagamoderi Molema in Northwest. End of October, there was a lockdown in a municipality. for what is called a cold case. Recently, the Auditor General has issued a certificate of debt against the municipal manager. It's not isolated.
Yeah.
It's wide across some of the municipalities, not all of them, but again, it's the few who have got the decision-making powers who actually drive all these acts of, I'll say, corruption in this case, and I'll say acts against humanity.
All right, Zolani, thank you so much for your time.